everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Today's video, as you probably can tell behind me, is going to be on the Lamborghini Huracan STO. And here it is, the Lamborghini Huracan STO. For those of you that don't know what STO stands for, STO stands for Super Trofeo Omologato, which is derived from the Lamborghini's actual race car, which is the Huracan Super Trofeo GT3 Evo. And as you can tell, this definitely looks like a Super Trofeo. So basically, what Lamborghini did was, this is basically a street legal version of the Huracan STO, as you probably can tell from all around with the giant wing, as you can see in the Nocta ducts right here for extra aero, and just this whole overall car. So starting with the front, as you could tell, this is actually one piece called a cofango, which is pretty much, it opens pretty much outwards, like the Lamborghini Mira, which I'll put a picture of right here. And that's all for weight savings, because this car is 75% carbon fiber. And you can see down here all the air channels. And the STO on the hood, or cofango as I should say. Moving on to the side, we can see that it has louvers, which is basically so the hot air that's trapped in the wheel wells can exit for better performance and obviously aero. But just check out how aggressive the front of this car is. And you guys probably, hopefully, if you saw my first video on the STO, which was in the launch colors, you can see that this obviously is finished in a matte gray, which I'm pretty sure is called Grigio Titans. And unfortunately, but it's good, it's sold. Obviously not to me, sadly, which is why it's unfortunate. But soon, one day, on the channel, I will have this car. So like as I mentioned before, this is the first Lamborghini Huracan STO delivered in New Jersey, and today obviously we're at Lamborghini Paramus, and guess how much this car is? This car is $406,000. So I'm pretty sure they start at like $350,000, so this car is obviously very well spec'd, with the matte carbon fiber on the bottom, pretty much all around the car. So the cool thing about this STO is, obviously it's derived from the Super Trofeo race car, as you can tell with the wing. So this wing actually has 3 modes. Right now it's set on Medio, which is pretty much a mix of both worlds, meaning basically, so if you are on a very twisty track, you're going to want to put the setting for the wing at the highest, so basically more downforce. And if you're on a pretty much a straight track with not as many turns, you're going to want to go on the lowest setting, so not as much downforce, and you can go as fast as you need to be. And also, for anyone that owns these cars, you should know that when you change how the setting on the wing, it's going to change the way the car drives. And Lamborghini said that depending on which setting that you put the wing on, it can add up to 30% more downforce. So coming from this beast is a naturally aspirated 5.2 liter V10 engine, pumping out 640 horsepower, which comes from the Lamborghini Huracan Evo. And this car has 53% more downforce versus the Performante, which is next to me. But this one actually is a very special Performante because it has a 1016 Industries body kit, as you can tell with the hood, the louvers, the splitter, side skirt, and everything, pretty much. But this thing is even more insane because with the Super Trofeo, the actual race car, it won 3 times at Daytona. And this car actually, it raced on the same track, not in the actual race, but to set a time. It was only 2.5 seconds slower than the Super Trofeo, and it beat this by 3 seconds. So you can tell that this thing is a beast. And just like look at all like the lines on this car. I feel like matte is definitely the best color to go for this car, because it just shows the lines so perfectly, as you can see going along here. And this isn't a knocked out duct. Basically, this car has a lot of air channels, as you probably already can tell. And speaking of air channels, you can see that it has a roof scoop. Now this is not technically an actual functioning roof scoop. It's more as just a cooling vent, as you would say, for extra cooling. Same thing with these vents. And you can see over here it has a spine. That's basically just so it has more stability at higher speeds and on turns, given that this thing pretty much is a race car for the streets. You can see the magnesium wheels, and it has a different tire. It's Bridgestone. Usually they work with Pirelli, but for this car I'm pretty sure they came out with 2 different types of tires. So on the STO, there's actually 3 driving modes. There's STO, Trofeo, and Pioggia. Pioggia basically is just your wet mode, so in case you're on a track, or pretty much, unfortunately, for a lot of people that are going to be owning these cars, just driving around the city, if ever it's raining and you want your car to be better in the rain, you go in Pioggia, which is a rain mode. Trofeo is basically your Corsa mode, which is your actual track mode, and STO is your sport mode, so everyday use. And as I come around to the side, you guys may have noticed that it has kind of like a button over here. These buttons, there's one on both sides. This is to open the Cofango, where unfortunately, even though it's a race car, you can only store a helmet. So pretty much because race car. And same thing on the back, because on the Performante you can just pop the engine bay and just open it. On this you have to use the keys, which go here and on the other side, and you probably should use 2 people, but you have to lift this up and take it off. Now let's get to this diffuser. Look at this. You can see all the ways for the air to channel out, and you can see how open everything is. It would be really bad if after you come from a track and a kid sees that this is going to be really red and they touch that, because you easily can touch that. But you can see STO is pretty much integrated there in the metal. Alright, so I know you guys want to see what the interior looks like. So, the door is open, so really want to be delicate with this, because I do not want to break this. So you can see it has the brand new carbon bucket seats, Lamborghini on the headrest. I'm not going to sit in this, but you can see the wheel. This is STO there in the Italian flag. Center console from the Centenario also. And as I was saying, you can see the different modes, STO, Trofeo, and Pioggia. It's funny too, because I've sat in this car before. Not the same exact spec, but the launch spec when it came out. You can see everything. Probably get a little bit of the engine if I go over here. I love these carbon fiber doors though, for extra weight savings, obviously. It says Huracan on the floor mat, I guess. Well, no, not floor mat. Another thing that's special about this car is it has the track telemetry camera. Basically, whenever you're on a track, you can see how well you're doing and whatnot. It, like, track your times, see how well you're doing and stuff. And it also films, I'm pretty sure, like you on the track. And see, also for weight savings, you have to pull these to get out, because there is no I guess, handle to open the door. So I think this is a good place actually to end the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And with that being said, this vlog is over and I'm out.